So after months of radio silence, Ananta, formerly known as Project Mugen, is finally back in the spotlight. The devs dropped a brand new trailer, showed off some story mode footage, and even let fans try out a playable demo at Tokyo Game Show. That means we finally have a lot of new details to dig into, and today we're going to break down all the features revealed so far, including some that are pretty controversial. Alright, to start off with the controversial ones, I'll just start off with the character switching system. So Ananta lets you play as multiple different characters, each unlocked by playing the story mode, and not having to rely on luck and gambling like Genshin and Star Rail and Wuthering Waves. So I think it's really cool that you can actually unlock all the characters just by playing the game. It really gives you the motivation to actually continue on with the story mode, so you unlock everybody. And the mechanic of switching works almost like GTA 5, if not exactly like GTA 5. While you're not controlling your character, they live their own life in the city, and when you switch into them, you literally drop into whatever they were doing at that moment. It's a small touch, but I think it really makes the world feel a little bit more alive. As the main character, Captain, or Shenju, you can actually fly around the city using these black projectiles that look a lot like Spider-Man symbiote webs. Another controversial feature, I know. A lot of people are complaining that the animation and the feature itself is ripped off from Spider-Man, but I think as long as they can make it work, I think it's totally fine in my opinion. And so a lot of people are calling this a copyright problem and saying that the game could even get cancelled. Personally, I don't think anyone needs to worry about that. I'll be making a separate video soon explaining why Ananta isn't in danger or isn't in danger of cancellation or copyright or any sort of involvement from developers from Spider-Man and GTA, and I think they're gonna be just fine. And moving on to combat is where things really stand out for me, in my opinion. Unlike most gacha-style games, like I mentioned before, Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, and Ananta heavily leans into parries, counters, and using the environment as a way to fight. It's kind of like Sleeping Dogs, Batman Arkham, Spider-Man, Yakuza. You can dodge, react to attacks, and counter them in a way that feels fluid and cinematic. It's kind of like a mixture of Sleeping Dogs and Yakuza, literally, that's what it is, in my opinion. And aside from hand-to-hand, the game also gives the player weapon mastery, such as using like machine guns and rocket launchers and melee weapons like baseball bats and like tennis rackets and golf clubs, and probably a lot more that we have yet to see. So if new news comes out, I'll definitely be covering that. You can also hack into different technology in the game. From the trailer, we see a masked character or some dude with a mask hack into the city and shut off the power in the area, and there's definitely a lot more to hacking than this, and I'm really excited to see. Because I really like Watch Dogs, I think hacking in games can be sort of cool, so I'm really excited what they're going to surprise us with next. I also do have to mention the amount of freedom this game offers its player base. It seems to be endless as far as the current footage goes, to the point that players can go out of their way to attack random civilians just minding their business, or just straight up arrest them if you're playing as a character from the law enforcement. There's a vast amount of mini games in the game and all other kinds of social activities that you can do. For example, you can go and buy different kinds of comic books, you can hit the gym, you can work those gains, you can play basketball for the NBA 2K fans, you can go to clubs and play rhythm mini games, and it definitely feels like the most fleshed out game of its kind. And me personally, I'm going to be making a lot of videos on Ananta when it comes out next year. Hopefully next year. I hope it doesn't come out like 2028 or something. We don't have to wait that long. So make sure you hit that bell to not miss out on any kind of videos. And the outfit customization is already looking insane as well. Just in the demo, players had tons of clothing options, and you can try and combine different styles, different tops, different bottoms to make your character look the best you want it to make. And one of my favorite features, unlike Genshin Impact, Star Rail, and all the gacha giants, is that the main character actually has a fucking personality, dude. He can actually talk and make different facial expressions, which is really not that much talked about, which is crazy. And it definitely makes the main character feel more alive and not soulless. And yes, for you gooners out there, you will be able to make a female main character. I've seen a lot of people complaining, but
oh, where's the female main character?
Yeah, well, she's coming. Don't worry, she'll be there. Okay, it's confirmed she's coming. And you can also build relationships between characters. You can invite them on dates and, really flesh out those social bonds, you know what I mean? And we don't know how deep the system will go yet, the dating mechanic or whatever it's going to be called, like social mechanic, but it definitely adds another layer to the world and the stuff you can do. Overall, Ananta looks insanely promising. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. Games like this that look really promising, but the end result is very disappointing, like Cyberpunk. The mix of freedom, combat, social mechanics is unlike anything else on the market right now. And I'll be covering this game closely, so if you're hyped for Ananta, make sure you leave the fucking like button, press it!
Press it now!
And let me know in the comments what feature has you the most excited. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.